outside that door right now. We're going to all gather around, and I'm going to pull a piece of paper off the wall, and we're going to show you that the SAIS meeting room is now the Redmon Room. There we go.
That's amazing. My grandchildren have been putting my names on things that you wouldn't want to see. But that's an honor far beyond what I deserve. It really should be the group room or all the heads room.
What's the story about Tom's hire? There's a story.
About Tom's hire?
When Tom was hired.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if I may, let me begin, because Gordon was president of SAIS at that time, that we started looking for an executive director for SAIS. Actually, Gordon, my good friend and colleague for many years, more than 50 years, frankly, had a vision. He had a vision that SAIS and MAIS should merge.
MAIS being the Mid-South Association of Independent Schools.
Right. Frankly, I was a little bit reluctant about the vision that Gordon had, and I've always accused him of making me chair of the committee because it would shut me up. That I, chair of the committee.
Didn't work, though.
The chair of the committee, of course, doesn't really have any vote unless there's a tie. But anyway, Gordon, we did form the committee. I think there were 5 of us, and Gordon was ex officio. And we actually interviewed 6 candidates in 2 days, 3 on each day. And Tom Redmon was the last candidate. We were not really enthusiastic about any of the 5, and we really, looking at Tom's resume, the only experience he had with schools was College Board at that time. And so we finished the 5th candidate's interview, and I told Gordon I was going downstairs and look for the 6th person. And I've often told this to Tom, that I went downstairs into the lobby and I saw this small fella in stature standing over next to a column. And I said to myself, that can't be Tom Redmon. I'm looking for John Wayne down here. And I didn't see John Wayne. And came back, and then actually Tom walked in a little later. And I must say, I said to myself, this won't take long. But we sat down, and Tom put his hands up on the table like this, and we did what Spencer McCauley wanted to do, was a power interview. We actually gave Tom situations that heads would face and schools would face, and we asked him to resolve them right there in front of us. And it was stunning, actually. First of all, the intelligence he had and the common sense that he had, and the way he would resolve those issues was amazing. And the more we listened, the more we liked him. But we didn't tell each other that. We just kept going with the interview. And after the interview and Tom went out, there was silence. I looked around the room and there was dead silence. And finally, Jim McCauley, who was on the committee, said, "Wow." He said, "Wow." And that was it. Tom was our man and our person to lead SAIS.